Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the NASCAR Authentics Darlington Throwback Bonus Wave from 2023. As you can see here, you do have a little bit of special packaging, as you just saw. Instead of a Wave logo, there's just a big Darlington Raceway logo right there. Other than that, it's pretty much the usual box you would come to expect by now. There's also no liquid color or anything. This is a random bonus wave that started popping up exclusive to Walmart in the past month or so. They're usually on little end caps on the ends of the aisles, full of them. It's a pretty solid wave of throwbacks. You got a couple, exclusives to the set because both of these fully DNP'd over here, these two RCR cars. A nice selection of cars. I'm honestly surprised that Kyle Larson's is not in here as Hendrick Carr's throwback. But definitely some really cool choices. You have, the race winning car with William Byron's Chrome Illusion throwback. You have the Ross Chastain UPS throwback. You got Chase Elliott's popular throwback, the great Sunny D throwback, Joey's AMC Matador. Nice selection of cars here. Why don't we just hop right into it? Start with the first of the exclusives. We've got Sheldon Creed's Wheelin' throwback to Kevin Harvick's AC Delco car. Something else for Kevin Harvick's final season there. Little paint splatter there on the quarter panel. Definitely a cool throwback. Like I said, they did offer both of these, and both of these DNP'd for some reason. That was definitely a shame. Really nice paint scheme. It's one of the few Sheldon Creed RCR diecast we ever got. We got his primary the first year, and I'm pretty sure we didn't really get anything the second year except for this. But like I said, full DNP, so this one will be a popular one in Authentics. Next up, we have his team car. You got Austin Hill's Bennett Transportation throwback. A throwback to Kevin Harvick's Coast Guard paint scheme from 2006. It's funny that RCR ran such nice throwbacks in Xfinity because they've just completely given up on running throwbacks in Cup for some reason. It's pissing me off so much. Big old chip on the door right there. They've just completely given up. They haven't run throwbacks the last couple of years, I don't think. I don't think they've run a single throwback. Everyone wants to see Kyle Busch run the Dale Earnhardt paint scheme. Let it happen already. Definitely a nice paint scheme. So we got one of the most popular throwbacks from last year. We got Chase Elliott's Lumar Window Films Bill Elliott Dodge Dealers throwback. I like how this sponsor, has one of those logos that only goes on the door. So what do they fill the other spot with? Happy Mother's Day. Because as you know, the throwback race is actually run on Mother's Day weekend. That's cool to see. Nice little detail there. It's funny, this diecast also has some of the details they don't usually put on them unless they're raced versions, like the, yellow edges to the splitter and the yellow edges to the jack stand thing. So that's different. Definitely a good paint scheme. Nice to see that Evernham 9 again. Said we have the race winner. We've got William Byron's Exalta Chrome Illusion throwback. I believe the actual race version of this is ending up in the winner circle line. I think we just had a wave leak, or the next wave leak, and it did have this car in it. So if you want to wait for the raced version, you can wait for the raced version. But this was definitely a car you need in the throwback wave. If a car wins, you definitely have to have that in the throwback wave. Shame we didn't get this last year. It would have been fun if they would have made Logano's 2022 throwback, but actually the clean version of it, because we only got the raced version. Hard to tell really if the car changes color. I have reviewed the 1/24 scale of this, so if you want a more detailed video, you can look at that. Same thing goes for the next car. We've got Ross Chastain's Worldwide Express UPS Dale Jarrett throwback. Would have been also cool to get the Kyle Larson just to kind of recreate the whole, most famous moment from the throwback race. Kyle Larson and Ross Chastain going at it and wrecking each other repeatedly. Definitely a really nice throwback. These old Dale Jarrett UPS cars always look quite nice. Next up, we have Kevin Harvick's Sunny Delight throwback to his original AOL paint scheme. Well, the paint scheme was supposed to run, but ended up being run with Jeff Green. So this was definitely, as a throwback, wasn't very popular, but as a paint scheme quite was. I said I absolutely love how this thing turned out. The bright orange with the bright yellow and the green to break it up looks fantastic. I reviewed the 1/24 scale of this as well, if you want to take a look at that. What in the world? It's like a number, part of the number is printed over the number? That looks weird. This is the good factory, so I know what's going on with some of these. Next up, we have a Chase Briscoe's throwback to one of Tony Stewart's early sprint cars. This one DNP in 124 scale, but I'm pretty sure it still got made as a 164 scale normally, so it's not an exclusive to this. Nice paint scheme, the bright white with the flames. I feel like the number should be a little more neon than that, but I don't know. Definitely cool to see Chase Briscoe in Authentics. And last up, we have one of my favorite throwbacks of the year. We've got Joey Logano's Shell Pennzoil AMC Matador. See the regular release in the back there. Interestingly enough, as I pointed out in a past video, the regular release, as you can see right there, they like made the chrome wheels a little bit more shiny on the 164s. But this one does not have that. This one has the same basic rims that Joey Logano championship car back there has. So that's interesting to see. This was definitely a popular throwback. So I'm not even saying it's my favorite just because of Joey Logano. Like, it is just a really good paint scheme. I love the AMC Matadors, and whenever they pop up, I always love it. Definitely good for Penske to finally run it themselves. I reviewed the 124 scale of this as well if you want a more detailed video. So just a little short wave video here. There's just a little extra bonus wave. There's not a whole lot to talk about. But definitely really cool to get another bonus wave. So they did this back in, like, what was it, 2016? They did a Darlington throwback bonus wave. So it was definitely random when one popped up again. Everyone immediately, questioned if it was real or not. Because after that one single time we had a leak that turned out to be fake, everyone's just, like, paranoid since then. And it only happened that one single time. Which 90% of the cars in that leak ended up coming out anyways. I think the only one that didn't was Joey Logano's AAA car, which pissed a lot of people off because that was a DNP'd car and we almost got it in Authentics, but whatever. So like I said, if you want this wave, you're going to have to check your local Walmart. This is exclusive to them. I don't believe the Lionel store or anyone else will get this wave. So said, look at your local Walmarts, and said don't just look at where the Authentics normally are, because these are usually in, random end caps. Sometimes they're actually in the diecast aisle. Sometimes they're in a completely different aisle. Like, years ago, I found one of these that was just like in like the Barbie aisle, and it was just, here's a NASCAR Authentics display. They're weird, but look around your local Walmarts for them. I do want to point out, this is a very nice hauler in the background. I don't want to move it right now, but you see the side you see right now has the green Kevin Harvick Realtree camo car. And on the other side of the hauler, it has the black throwback one that he also ran last year. Having a combo Realtree Hunt Brothers Pizza hauler is really nice. Just felt like pointing that out. Remember, for all your other diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check that out if you want anything. But I think it's all there is to say. This has been a review of NASCAR Authentics, the Darlington Throwback Bonus Wave from 2023. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.